co-starter for the 2023 season. How's that feel, given your journey to come here?
Feels great, man. It feels great to be here with my team, to walk on there with my team. Last year was great, soaking it all in with them, learning. It was a learning experience last year, and I feel like I listened well and soaked it all in, and took advantage of my opportunity.
So you talk about that learning experience. What do you think is the biggest thing you learned year one on campus that you took with you in year two?
Adapting to the fast pace of this conference. I'm coming from a JUCO, didn't learn too much, didn't play too fast. I learned a lot from Eric Gray. He was a great second coach to me after DeMarco. DeMarco got on me tough. That was the hardest I ever got coached last year, so I had to adapt to that. When I got to adapt to that, it just made my play so much better.
You feel like you're seeing the field better? Because obviously you haven't played running back all that long. You came out of high school as a safety. So you feel like you're starting to experience field vision a little bit better than maybe you were a year ago at this time?
Yes, well, actually, I played both in high school, but yes, coming from a JUCO, I didn't just reading all the stuff. I didn't get taught from the best like DeMarco Murray. I didn't get taught that at my JUCO, so that's just really a learning year. I get to see a whole bunch of stuff, learn from him and Eric Gray. Eric was a pro. He taught me a whole bunch of stuff as well as DeMarco, so just learning from them two was great.
Was there a moment when you knew you belonged on the stage?
I think I belonged here since I decided to go to junior college. You just have to bet on yourself. Me personally, you have to always think that you belong wherever you believe you belong. You just have to show that you're capable.
Were you surprised to find out you were on that co-starter line with Marcus?
Yes and no. I think I put in enough. I think I put in a lot of work, and I think my teammate and my coach got me to where I needed to be, to where I earned the spot. But yes, I was happy and surprised.
What was it like when you got that news?
It was a big moment for me, especially to tell my parents and my family that. They were very excited to hear that.
You've always had a role on this team, though, because you're a great special teams player. So you've always had a role. This is going to expand it, of course. But, you know, it's not like you're a total newcomer to the squad. You know what's going on with this team, right?
Yes, sir. Last year I just played my part. I still was a leader, a quiet leader. I didn't ever complain about I knew my time was going to come. Just be patient and just be the team that I can be, the best team I can be.
When you look at Brent, I mean, he mentioned a lot about availability, the best ability in terms of your health and being available, being that guy at practice. What have you done sort of on and off the field to maintain a consistent approach that Brent was talking about?
I'm a real question guy. Like I asked DeMarco what he does when he got hurt, everything. I just soak it in and I go in the training room, get in the cold tub, get recovery every day, every aspect of it. I just ask questions and I do what the greats did to stay healthy.
Coach talked about you a lot today at the press conference. He talked about a lot of your qualities. What would you say about your own game? What kind of qualities do you bring?
I think I'm a very strong and powerful back, downhill back. I think I can do it all, but that's my best of ability is running through people and just running tough with toughness.
One of your teammates just told us the first guy never brings it down. Sometimes it takes all 11.
Yes, sir. I believe the same thing.
What do you think you've done to put yourself in this position to earn a spot as the co-starter?
I just think I've been a great leader, setting by example. I'm not real vocal. I try to lead by example, and just listening to my coaches and listen to the people ahead of me. Like I keep mentioning his name, Eric Gray. He really was a big spot last year for me. Just soaking up, like listening to him, advice from him and DeMarco, just taking it all in.
You mentioned getting to call your family and let them know. Are they going to be here on Saturday?
I have a son, so my son will be here, his mother will be here, her family will be here, and my best friends will be here. My brother has a game, he plays at a D2 in Texas. My mom will be there, and my father will be at home watching it with the whole family back home.
You talked about betting on yourself, your path to getting to this point. You don't know what the next 12 games will have in store, but just getting that moment Saturday, what's that going to mean, not just to you, but to those folks who might be here watching or going to be at home watching?
They're going to be just as excited as I am. They've seen it all. My family has seen the journey I've been through, and they're just going to hope I capitalize on the opportunity like I do myself. My son is 2 years old.
What has the relationship with DeMarco been like? And he kind of was the same way when he was a running back here, lead by example, less vocality. I mean, walk me through your relationship with him and what his leadership has meant to you.
We have a real good relationship. Last year, I didn't take it as well. I thought he didn't like me, but he's just a hell of a coach. I'm sorry, Marlon. He's a super good coach. I'm sorry. And he's just super hard on me, but it worked out perfect. I finally listened to him and just took everything in and transferred it to the field.
What made you think he didn't like you?
He was just on me. This is how he coaches. I just not used to that. I'm used to being like just the coach, just being my best friend and being real cool. At my junior college, I can do anything I wanted at my junior college. Here, it was total opposite.
Was there sorry to cut you off. Was there a moment that it ever clicked? I mean, thinking that not he hates you, but having that feeling of like, man, this guy's on me, to finally getting to the co-starter position. Was there ever sort of a moment where like, I could finally do this?
I always thought I can do it. It's just I had to adapt to it. I was just hard-headed my first year. Just wasn't ready, wasn't humble, I just didn't take it in. Like, he's a great coach, and I just had to finally adapt to it and listen to what he said, because he was never steering me wrong. I just was hard-headed and wasn't humble enough to understand that last year.